Papa, can you hear me? Yeah, you're kind of loud in my ears.
I don't sound very loud over here. All right. Yeah. We're here. We made it. That's the sound.
Once again, are we in church today? That's why we're drinking non-alcoholic
This
beverages.
is motherfucking church. Welcome to it. We got a special show today.
Let's do it then.
Once again, this is real sober talk. No, I'm just kidding. Real bar talk.
He says,
Real bar talk, and it's no hose bar conversation. Just off the cusp, trying to figure it out. What this whole crazy life thing is about. I got my my main man, the engineer,
oh,
the producer.
You know you don't call
Cindy
me.
Hart is here. Oh, you like that? You like that? Wiggity. No, I'm just kidding. Mike Reed, how you doing, buddy? You like that?
I'm not sure right
You
now.
like that?
I'm in my feelings. I'm in my feelings.
I got him.
I was just telling her.
He was motherfucking speechless.
I was just telling her earlier we pulled up. I said, Mike, don't call me no more. The last few times, yeah, you called her phone. You always call her phone.
I don't need you anymore.
Wow.
Not at all.
Heard that. Cool.
You're dead to me, sir.
Shots fired. Yeah. Wow.
I'm just kidding. I love you. I just know she's going to answer.
I've always answered your call.
I know.
Even in the middle of the night. Wow.
That one time you didn't. You answer her phone, though.
I was busy.
Hey, look at this.
Go ahead, Mike. It's real gay. I know. I don't know what you're trying to turn this show into, but we need to have a discussion about it.
We are going to discuss it today.
I wasn't involved in the discussion of the transformation of this show.
I think you were. We're going to get into it. You are the transformation.
Yeah.
Anyways, we are sponsored by the beautiful, ugly, beautiful, hole-in-the-wall, best little dive bar in fucking town.
Yes.
Alchemy Row, if you don't know. If you don't know, now you know. Come check it out.
The row.
Yeah. This is where all the magic happens.
It does.
It
really
does.
does.
It does. So what's new with you?
I've made
Anything?
magic over the last, month.
I don't like that way that sounds. See, you're turning it into a sexual. This is not real sex talk. This is real bar talk, sir.
I know it's what people
Do I
talk.
need to pull this out again?
Do you not know what people talk
Hold
about
on.
at bars? This is not that kind of bar. Sorry.
I dribbled. It's okay. Everybody saw it.
Anyway, I'm excited. I've had a great week, actually.
You did?
Yeah, I like my hat, by the way.
I wonder. Hey, some cool guy got that for you.
Yeah.
Huh?
Thanks for the hat, man. We got apparel.
We do.
We got hats, t-shirts,
we got shirts,
good women
we got
tank tops.
Okay, can we talk about that?
What?
Those are not fucking girls' tank tops.
They are.
No, they're the fuck not. And we're gonna talk to your boy Ness because they are not girls' tank tops. They are like.
Did you try it on?
See how
Mike?
wide they were and shit? No, girl. That's like we're not talking about grandma tank tops. We're talking about we need
Did
some
you not
women
see
tank
how it
tops.
fit on Cindy?
Cindy, go ahead. Say what you think. She said it without saying it earlier. You missed it. Thank you.
Super girly.
No, they're not. They're like, they're lame. They're lame. You could do better. I was talking about like ribbed, some nice girls' tank tops that are tight fitting. Those are like loose, like a guy would wear. I thought they were guy tank tops.
Anyway.
Why you always look at me funny like I say things like they're out of? I'm not saying anything outlandish here.
Okay.
Okay, sometimes I do say
I'll do
some
better. My
outlandish
bad.
shit.
I'll do better.
Thank you, Mike.
I
That's
will
the
do
way to
better.
respond. Do better. Do better. That's good, Mike. I like that. Anyways, so you had a good weekend.
Yeah, I had a good week.
What? Anything new? Talk to me.
Why is my mind going blank?
That's how it is. You got a blank fucking mind. It's oldness.
Yes. I got to experience a full day of. I went to Boots in the Park country concert.
Yeah. How did that feel going there without me?
It felt
You're a fucking dick. Thanks for the invite.
Actually, amazing. It was amazing. I have a new friend now, Nico Moon.
He's your friend?
He's my friend now.
Like you know him?
I mean, yeah, he saw me in the audience, and we
You guys connected?
We've been
See, now who
connecting
sounds
on
gay?
Instagram. I don't care how it sounds.
See, now I know you suck dick for no money. We don't even need $5 million anymore.
Cindy's a little jealous right now.
I mean, I guess. How could you
No,
be jealous of that?
about Nico Moon. No, honestly, no. Because what I want to say about the concert is that he was fucking amazing.
That's what you were
like
saying.
his set was amazing. The other guy, the middle guy, I forgot who it was. That's how boring he was. Jeff something?
So,
Oh, Jake Owen. Yeah, I don't like Jake Owen. Sorry, I just didn't. I don't
I
even
didn't
know
even
why
know
he
you
was on
like
the bill.
country music. So this is all news
well,
to me.
yeah, I told you I've done country songs here, karaoke.
You said that, but it's like you said two.
I've done 2 country songs, but I've done them multiple times.
Okay, good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, but Jake Owens I just don't like. But I like.
Who's your favorite country artist? Not Nico Moon.
Right now he is my favorite.
No, I said
I know what you said, but I'm just saying.
it makes me sound. You're making yourself sound like more of a new country.
I like Blake.
Like
Yeah.
what? You don't know, do you? Oh my fucking god! Okay, I'm done with you. I'm done with you on country music. We are not talking country music no
Do
more.
I have to say their last name? You know what I'm talking about if I say Blake.
I know who you're talking
right?
about, but you don't know his name. That's
Like
just
if I say
funny to
Kobe,
me.
you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that's different. That's different though.
Why?
Because that's just
Blake Sheldon,
'Cause if
motherfucker. I know who he is. He's married to Gwen.
You just
So
snuck in.
no,
Who texted him?
they
right
met
now?
on The
I don't
Voice. You,
believe
you don't think I
They
don't
didn't
have my
even-
phone?
Okay, they didn't meet on The Voice. They already knew each other. But anyways,
Well, yeah, they knew each
I'm
other.
proud of
but
you for knowing,
They
'cause
got
of-
tight on The Voice.
yes, they
you.
got real
I
tight.
know the story. Yeah, they
real
got
tight.
married. Yeah.
They got real tight.
So I know the
in
story.
it. Bro, did you know that me and Bama met him?
No.
We met him. We went to actually DJ was with us too. We went to the Voice the season before he left, and at the end of the show, someone was like, "Blake," and he looked up and we're like, "Come here," and he came over. That motherfucker was almost as tall as me, and I was on like a stage. He was still like almost eye to eye with me.
No shit.
Yeah, he's tall as shit. But yeah, he was nice. He signed something for Bama. I don't remember if it was like a shirt. I think it was a shirt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Cool.
It was a fun time.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's see what's new with me.
What's new with you?
There's a lot.
There's a lot. You want to talk
Holy
about it?
shit. Yeah.
Talk
like
about it.
the other day, I spent 40 hours up and awake. I like lived in this bar for a minute. We had a major issue with plumbing, which was fun. And you guys got to come spend time with me. You spent all day with me too. You guys left me at the end, which was kind of rude. But I mean, you spent most of the time with me.
Thank you.
I was proud of you guys. You
We-
guys
we
missed the
was the
first
first
5
ones here.
hours and the last 5 hours. Good job.
Oh, we was here more than 5 hours.
No, I said first. Do you not listen?
No.
I said first 5 hours, last 5 hours. I didn't say you were here.
We was
longer
here
than
for more than 5 hours in the beginning.
You're not listening. Pick this up again. I said I was here 40 hours.
Yes.
And then I said you missed the first 5
5
hours,
hours?
and the last 5 hours. That's only
Oh,
10.
okay.
Okay, wake up. Here we go.
I still don't even believe those numbers, but okay.
The numbers are a little exaggerated.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I got here at 1. You got here at 6. That was the first 5 hours.
Yeah.
And then I left at 1 in the morning the next day.
But we left
And
at
you guys
10,
left at like 10.
10
So I
10:30.
exaggerated the last part.
Yeah,
Maybe.
okay.
So you missed the last 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It was close enough. Anyways, that
Hey.
was that. But let me tell you what the good part was. It got fixed. It was kind of weirdly fun. It was like
It was.
it was like a camp out. My kids were like, "Where'd you go? I didn't see you." And I didn't realize it'd been almost 2 days since I
Right.
seen my kids because it was 40 hours almost. But yeah, it got done. And I met a lot of cool people through it. I met some good contacts for that kind of work, so that'll be good. Other stuff happened with the business. All went through that day. What else? Just things are looking up. Yeah. And then Tuesday, we went and played our last game of the season, best team, and we fucking won.
Yes.
And it was awesome.
And I was there.
And was the
Freezing
energy
my
not?
balls
Was the
off.
energy? It wasn't even cold, sir. It wasn't even cold at all. You are being such a weenie. This is how I know you're light skinned.
It's all right. Congratulations, though. The kids.
Thank you.
Because they did make me nervous in the middle. Because you guys
Yeah.
had to lead, then you lost it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
But then you guys came back strong.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
But not only that, wasn't the energy so fucking cool?
It was.
Yeah, and I felt it with the kids, specifically that day. Like there was crying. There were, we what's the word I want to use? We persevered. Yeah, Like we
Persevered.
we got through a challenging moment. We were down by 4 points and we came back and won.
Yeah.
And we made it to extra innings, so it went longer. It was like dramatic, you know what I mean? It was a dramatic walk off. It was cool. The whole thing was cool.
I enjoyed it. I
love that. And I had one kid, and I just, it made me so sad. It hurt my heart. I didn't even know why he was crying. I was so mad that he was crying at first. Biggest kid on my team. Tallest kid on my team.
I saw you walking
He's
away.
crying and upset. And my biggest rule is obviously I go back to, League of Their Own. There's no crying in baseball. I hate that shit. Don't cry. Don't get sad. Get mad and want to do good. I love all that because I want that kid rather than the kid who doesn't care.
Right.
But I don't want you to cry. You should not be crying in a sport that you're playing for fun. Get mad. Figure out how to get past it. Crying is a different story. So then finally, he's like bawling. He can't stop. We just stopped him and we're about to go bottom of the inning to like try to win the game. And he's crying. And I'm like, dude, why are you crying? He's still crying. We walk off. I'm like, what is going on? And he literally just looks at me. He's like, this is my last year. I was like, oh shit.
It's emotional for him,
he's aging it out. And it hit him. It hit him. It was our last game of the season.
Right.
And what's funny how I got him past this, and it's funny about this episode because this episode is going to be a little bit about this kind of thing. How I got him past it was I was like, man, what are you talking about? This isn't our last game. Right. He's like, it's not, crying. I'm like, no. We got a game on Monday. He's like, oh, and then he just started laughing. It was so funny. I was like, it was a funny moment. And I tell you, I love this kid. I've been friends with his mom for a long time, and now I have his kid on my baseball team. And he had such a good time this year. And he's hard of hearing, so he's like deaf in one ear, and so he's had struggles with coaches taking him on. You know what I mean? But this kid is big. He's athletic. He's strong, and nobody just took him on. So not this last game, but the game before last game, we let him pitch. He's never pitched in his life. And his mom was up there freaking out. She's like, are you serious, Mike? She's yelling in the stands. He pitched so damn good, bro. If someone just takes him on and teaches him how to pitch, he's going to throw hard because he's big, bro. He's big for the age group too. Like even next year, he would be good if someone like really taught him, you know? So we worked with him all year and we let him go and he did great. So it was cool. It was a good moment. What else?
So, I got something to say. Okay, I want the people out there to know this.
Yeah.
That you are a real evil motherfucker. Seriously.
Can you tell him? Before you go that route, can you tell him how good of a coach I am first?
I don't want to play games with you no more. You're evil. You're pure evil.
What? Okay. Do explain.
Because 2 weeks ago when we was playing jokes on each other, like you took it too far. It's evil. You're evil. You don't know how to play.
I took it too far?
Yeah, you don't know how to play.
Let me ask you a question. I know I just did that on camera. That broke off in my mouth. The whole thing looked awful. But did I ask you to stop several times before I got to a route that I couldn't stop myself?
It don't matter.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter. It does matter. Don't matter. It does matter. I
felt like you got butthurt and you took it too far.
Yeah. Oh, you played too much, I said, and you kept moving my drink, and then you did something to my drink. Did you not? Okay, so look, you hear how he just totally played victim right now about how I'm evil?
You play too much.
You don't play with someone's drink, bro. Because then guess what? Game's on.
You put your finger all in my drink, Mike. You throw my drink away.
After the fact.
You've been doing that, fool. I know why you sitting there lying.
Oh shit. Okay, whatever. Whatever, Mike. Man. I'm evil. Fine. That's your time. You're X'd.
It's all right. Moving on.
What else? I was gonna talk about like basketball and all that shit, but you know what? The playoffs are just really good this year. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna move on. I want to really get my guest on here this year, or this year, because I'm taking too long. See how I made fun of myself, Mike? Thanks. But
you don't need help.
But I want to say something before I get him on. This guest, we go really far back, like really, really far back. I call him my fake-o brother-in-law because he's kind of married to my wife's sister, but not real sister, but kind of like an adopted sister. But he's gone through a lot. He's done a lot of things in his life, and something that he's a part of right now is the reason why I want to bring him on the show. Okay. You know, we're Real Bar Talk. Obviously, we do a lot of stuff with alcohol and all that stuff, but today's episode is going to really be about mental health and sober living and things like that, because he went through a trial and he got through it. He's been sober for a long time now, and he advocates for sober living, mental health issues, all kinds of different stuff. Let's go ahead and bring him on. Justin, come on down. Mr. Justin McIntosh. McIntosh like the computer, but McIntosh. Like Mick-intosh.
Who the fuck is Tosh?
You. I don't know. What's up?
What's up, guys?
What up?
I'm glad to be here. Hold on one second while I zip up my zipper. I
Yeah,
saw Mike
please
over
don't come
here.
on the show with your
Yeah,
wiener
we
out.
don't-
I saw my
Mike.
I mean, we're close,
Mike
but not
doesn't
that
love
close.
that
brother-in-law over here just chomping down at the big stick.
You got to be careful because this could turn into real gay talk real fast.
Please not.
just saying.
You've done that the last couple of shows.
I don't want to. Well, actually, now that we're talking about it, let's talk about
Oh,
it.
shit.
Let's talk about it. Okay. So this is real bar talk, no holds bar. So here's the question that we've been asking customers that come on: how much would it take you
Yeah, Justin. With the
to suck
Raider
a
hat
dick?
on.
Like legitimately, what would be the number? There's got to be a dollar amount. How much
How much would it cost, or how much would I accept
to suck a dick? Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I probably wouldn't even go that route because that would just be like accepted money just for my kids to find out.
Well, okay. That's a funny thing though. But what is the dollar amount that you'd be okay with? And let's put some dollar amounts on it to really think. Really think about
I think
this
we already
because
talked about this.
I don't know if we
think
talked
it's
about
like
this. What if it's like
priceless.
what if it was like $10 million?
It'd be priceless, bro.
But what if it was 10 million? 10 million, you wouldn't take it?
I mean, like, no, I wouldn't take it because it
Interesting.
wouldn't be hard
I
earned
think
money.
all you guys are fucking liars.
Mike, don't get mad at us, dude.
I'm not getting mad.
Don't get mad
I'm not
at
getting
us.
mad. I just I noticed a scene right here. I noticed something right here, right? Like I've asked a lot of girls this same question, and I go the opposite way. You know, lick a box, suck a dick, whatever it is you don't like. If a lesbian girl, I asked a lesbian girl the other day what it would cost, and she said she would do it for $100. She was like joking after. She goes, not $100, but to be honest with you, it would take no time to make a little extra money. And especially if you're talking about a big amount of money, people prostitute and are sex workers, right? So you're basically talking shit about those sex workers, right?
No, we're not.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are because they would suck a dick for like $150. Okay, so that's my thing. Someone offered you $10 million.
I respect everybody's
sets your
hustle.
son up. That sends your
Hey,
daughter
I have a
up
question,
for
though.
life.
So
Do they
all-
ever have to know?
All puns intended.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. So if a guy asked you to punk him, so he could literally stick your foot in his mouth and paid you in front of the most hardest criminals you've ever known in your life, would you do it?
Yeah, for the right dollar amount.
I already did it, so you don't have to.
Thank you.
Wore him like a dirty chancla.
See?
Yeah.
See? So you do that, but you won't suck a dick
Nah.
for $10 million?
Fuck no, bro.
I actually don't believe you. You're the grossest person I fucking know.
Hey,
so
bro,
that makes no sense.
I got stories, Brian.
I know you do.
I got
I know
a lot
you
of
do.
stories.
I know you do. But I just think
The most unbelievable stories.
I know, and that's why I brought you on today. I brought you on for like not just for your stories though. I brought you on to like really talk about what you've been doing, man. So
All right.
I said a little bit about it, but you do a lot of stuff in sober living houses and things like that. Like elaborate that a little bit because I'm making a mess over here. So
Sober living houses. Well, man.
not just sober living houses.
Like
I mean your
living
events,
sober,
all your stuff.
Man, the list goes on, man. This is only the first time I've ever been sober. And
how
I'm
long?
one of the fortunate ones. I got sober in March 23rd, 2022.
Bro,
Yeah.
2 years.
And the things I've been able to accomplish in sobriety and even recovery altogether, is pretty much amazed me. And I'm not even done yet.
That's dope. I love that.
Before I made all the excuses in the world.
That's
all
and that's
the
what I noticed
excuses
about
in the
you.
world.
That's the biggest thing I noticed is that, like, I don't know if we were going to bring this up, but like the other day we were talking about what you were going to do and you going back to school to even further that. And I was like, I love that, bro. I love that because it just shows that anybody could be in the shadows, like down deep and pull themselves out of it if they have the will to do it. And
Well-
you have to really want to do it for yourself.
Right. Well, that was going to be my point because, I do a lot of mental health stuff. So, and I always tell people in the mental health space or anyone that's going through anything, like talking to someone that's going through something, if they're not ready to receive what you're saying or ready to get better, like it's really on them, right? What was the moment for you that you finally said, you know what, I need to do this for myself?
Well, here's the thing. When you have somebody coming up to you and with no practical experience or no knowledge whatsoever of actually being like an alcoholic or addict, and they come up to you and they ask you all these things and you're like, how would you know?
Right.
Like, how would you know, like, how I'm feeling inside? And, you know, like, the things that we've always heard, I don't know if you've heard or Mike has ever heard, was, like, our parents was like, why don't you just get sober already?
Right.
Like, how would you know?
Right.
Like, and it's always been like that with somebody that we can't relate to. But when we actually get into the rooms, we find out, like, oh, I'm not the only one. You know, I actually have somebody that actually has practical experience with being as sick as we were. And we're literally walking miracles of mental health.
That's awesome.
Right,
Psychiatry couldn't fix us. Anybody that, you know, counseled us couldn't fix us. We had to learn how to, you know, do the steps and practice the principles in all our affairs. And it really has opened my eyes into this old new world.
Yeah.
You know, I get to do the things I get to do today. I don't have to do nothing.
Right.
You know, I literally get to go and be a part of life instead of waiting around, waiting for life to happen.
I love
it's
that.
a beautiful thing.
I love that. Before we even continue this topic, I want to say we have a different bartender. If you guys didn't notice, we did have the issue with the bar, so we didn't film on Monday. So we got the beautiful Missy behind the bar. She's making us all these drinks. And with that, talk about a little bit about our drinks today. I decided to like make this whole episode about being sober, so I had her make me a mocktail. And let me just tell you, I'm going to say it out loud, and I don't give enough credit sometimes to people because I bartended for so long. This has got to be one of the best fucking mocktails I've ever had. I'm over here. I couldn't even stop drinking it. I ate the big stick like a fucking pig, like an animal.
I feel like you're a sucker dick.
It was so damn good.
Yeah, I don't think the money-
It was so damn good. So Missy, thank you. The drink was awesome. But yeah, I'm drinking. What is this? What are we calling this? Big stick or what?
Yeah, normally I make it spicy, and I call it like a spicy tamarino. I make it with a spicy vodka.
Okay.
Just put the same juices in the big stick, and
It tastes like a fucking really good big stick. It does. It really does. Okay, what are you drinking?
I believe I'm drinking some lime soda water, which is amazing. Some good water.
Some good water, bro.
Some good water.
That's hard. That was hard for her to do.
I know,
It took
right?
a long time.
A lot of effort.
Good job.
I appreciate you, Misty.
What are you drinking on, Mike? Mike,
I really don't know. I think this is a Shirley Temple.
you don't know what you didn't order it?
No, she just gave it to me.
She just gave, I did tell her
This
to
is
get, I did tell her to make 3 mocktails.
It's a Shirley Temple?
yeah, it's a version of a dirty Shirley. You put on
Oh, Virgin Dirty Shirley.
Virgin. That's okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's good though.
All right, Missy. Whatever.
I know, right?
It's just a Shirley Temple if it doesn't have alcohol in it. There's nothing dirty about it. Okay. Anyway, that's cool. That was in our drinks. Also, he was a really good baseball player too. That's why I wanted to talk a little bit about baseball. He helped coach the team this year too.
Okay.
Came out there quite a few times actually, and played high level baseball and stuff. So I know he was like interested all year in our team. So right when I saw him today, I was like, bro, that game was fucking awesome.
Last night game was awesome.
I'm still on like high tier for that because I have to say this. So I was looking up our stats, right? And there's 3 teams in the league, us, the Rangers, and the Braves that we played last night. And all 3 teams really were close. Like, and we have 7 losses total. And the 7 losses, 6 of them are from the 2 top teams.
Because
so
I wasn't there.
we beat them both once, but the top team, all the games that we lost to them were a point difference. Like we lost by a point. So to get that win finally, it felt cool to have that walk off.
Right.
And it was still a tight game. It was still a really tight game.
Man,
So
I was at that game, the one before last, and they were killing it in the first inning.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. The game
They
you went to where we were
mercied
12-0. We were 12-0 in
That was
the
a really
first
good one.
inning. Like it was crazy. I was like, damn, we were just killing it. So
Wow.
it was cool. It was a fun season this year. But okay, so I brought some games before we get into bar stories. Do we want to tell our bar stories first? Do you want to play the games?
It's up to you. I didn't know where it's playing the
I
game.
asked you. I
I didn't know it's playing the game.
That's the noise. That's the sound.
I'd rather just tell stories because if Justin got stories, I want to
Okay.
hear a bunch of stories.
All right, let's get into the stories, and if we have time for the game, we'll play the game. All right. Okay, so every episode of Bar Talk, we do real bar stories, and I'm sure you got some cool ones. So
Bar stories, huh?
it doesn't have to be like we always say bar stories, but it doesn't have to be in a bar. It could be just about that life too, that style, that drinking, getting fucked up, whatever, having fun.
A story you would tell at the bar.
There you go.
I'm so gonna drop the name. I'm so gonna drop
That's
the name.
on you.
Those
Drop
are
it like
my
it's hey,
best
look,
friends.
this is no holes bar. Whatever
right.
happens, happens.
All right, cool. So I remember my best friend Logan. We were hanging out at our buddy Donnie's house, and we were all just chilling. And I remember my buddy Donnie was trying to go into the bathroom to take a quick shower, and my buddy Logan was sitting out in the garage, and he was like, "Oh, do you mind if I use your beard trimmer?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Hey, make sure you like save me some weed at the end." He's like, "Sure." So my buddy Logan's like shaving his pubes and stuff. I'm just like like straight guy stuff, like just weird, like in front of the open, like super comfortable, and I'm just like, all right. I was like, I don't know where he was going with it. And then like he was just like, emptied out the pipe, and then he ended up putting like a bunch of pubes inside the pipe, grabbed some rosebud leaves, put it on top. And then I was like, well, here's a cigarette, dude. Pretend like you're blowing smoke out. And he's like hitting the cigarette, right? And at the same time, my buddy's coming out, and he's like, hey, is there any left? And then he goes, yeah. And he's like, he took a hit of the cigarette and kind of put it down. He's all like trying to hold it in. And he's like, you better hurry up and just snap the rest of it. And he's like, and then my buddy grabs it and just snaps the entire thing. And then he sits there and he's doing the same thing. Like, he's like, dude, you got to hold it in. He's like, and then he blows it out like, oh. He's like, bro, that tastes like stress. He's like, no, dude, that was my pubes.
That's fucking funny.
And the list goes on and on. Like it was on and cracking after that. Like,
So you think I'm evil? You think I'm evil?
You are evil, Mike.
You think I'm evil?
Mike, you're evil.
But you just hear what he just said? He had his friend, have his other friend smoke his pubes.
Yeah.
That's different level. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You want to still play the game with me? Because I got ideas now. Thanks.
We would fight, Mike.
What?
We would fight.
I would win.
I don't care. I really don't.
So, like, don't be that guy that's like having a big so back in the day we used to have like all the bartenders out in the Antelope Valley meet at our buddy's house, Beaver's house. And it was always like our friend
Beaver?
Beaver. Yeah, you remember Beaver?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Poda.
You talking about Beaver that passed away, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Daniel Borelli.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so we'd always go over there and be drinking with
Yeah,
everybody.
I know all the Borellis.
Yeah, they're good people, man. I grew up with them.
Yeah, they're good dudes.
And so we used to have all the bartenders come over. We played beer games, right? And then I think like it always ended up like, oh, let's go. We're gonna go on a food run, and then like you just don't want to be that guy asking for food. You always make sure you eat food before you come, because there's always some nasty, dirty stuff going on in the background. It's like, and everybody just like kind of watching like with their eyes wide open. It's like, is he gonna eat it? Is he gonna eat it?
Oh shit!
And then like, yeah, it's just so many stories. Man.
With your stories and like think about all all the stuff you did do like back in the day and shit. Mm-hmm. Is there ever a day that you're gonna get to a point where you're like, I'll have a beer?
Nowadays?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
But okay, let's just say 10 years down the road.
So no, not at all. So for me, is like if I take a drink, I get allergic and I end up in handcuffs.
I get you.
Yeah,
I get you.
So it's
that
just is for me.
I always ask that because I'm always curious. Like, is there ever a comeback to where you can get it to a healthy point where it's like, where it's more of a non-habitual thing? It's just something to do every once in a while, to have a shot of whiskey with a dad, or
like microdosing alcohol.
No, it's not about microdosing, but it's just like I don't drink, and I haven't drank. I don't really drink that often at all. And if I do drink, I'll have a drink or maybe 2 drinks, but like I really just don't drink on a regular basis. And when I say it is very rare for me to drink, that is the truth. That's a true statement. And I just wonder if there's ever getting back to that healthy balance, because I used to drink a lot. Mm-hmm. And I remember what happened, and it's part of my story this week, but I remember what happened, what made me go the other route. Mm-hmm. I used to drink a lot, and I got into some trouble. And it's funny, there's 2 parts of this story, but the same night that I got in trouble with it, like I cold turkey just quit for like 3 years.
But didn't you get scared at like a AA meeting or something, and then like some of the ladies, mothers against drunk drivers were like telling me something about like a baby going through the fence, and you freaked out?
I'll tell you, there was multiple steps to like me like really quitting, but I remember when I got a DUI in 2007. Mm-hmm. The same night I got a DUI, I came to this bar and I found an employee asleep on his computer during a show. Mm-hmm. That's how fucked up he was, and I was already like getting to that point where I didn't like the effects. I get really bad hangovers. Mm-hmm. So like it's not fun for me the next day. Like other people have hangovers and they can get over whatever. Mm-hmm. I get really bad ones where it's not fun. And part of that's got to do with like me having acid reflux and stuff. All the stuff you drink is so acidic in a bar that it was just really affecting me. So I was already starting to go towards the stopping. But my last night of drinking, I get a DUI. I see the dude asleep on the computer, and I'm like, not to name names, but I was like, dude, like, I got to get more professional with all the stuff that I'm doing, and I can't be drinking. I can't have my employees drinking. Like I started going to that mindset.
Right.
So, anyways, I get the DUI, and then that first issue that happened with the DUI, I was angry because I didn't think I was drunk enough. And you hear what I said? I didn't think I was drunk enough to get a DUI because I blew a .07, still got the DUI.
Right.
Because the law, it's not about .08. That's not how it works. Yeah. It's the cop's discretion. As soon as you pop on a test with alcohol in the field, if you go above above .01, the cop can decide you're too drunk to fucking drive. That's the way the law is actually written. It's discretionary. So that was why I was angry. But then I started going to some of the meetings that I had to go, the force meetings, and I was pissed about that too. I was pissed about the AA class I had to go to. I was just angry. I was like, I'm not a drunk. I don't drink that much. I drink, once a week maybe. I was at the time, and maybe a little bit more than that, but really I don't. And I don't think I'm an alcoholic. But the way AA sells it is like, if you drink once a week, you're an alcoholic. If you drink once a month, you're an alcoholic. That's how they sell it. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I know why they're doing that. Because if you're doing something habitually, where it's like you have to once a week go have drinks, that can assess a pattern. You know what I mean? You have a pattern of drinking. So I was just angry. But then I get to this MAD meeting, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and I was told the story about the baby going through the fence, and that was it. That was like. Stop being angry. This is the shit that can happen when you're drinking in a car. Right. You can get hurt or you can hurt somebody else. And every time you get drunk and you get into a car, you're putting your life in your hand like that, and you're putting other people on the road like that. So that was my deciding factor. But I went sober for a long time afterwards and wouldn't drink. And still to this day, like I may have a shot or something, but I just really don't not about it. I don't drink that often.
I will say this though. I like how you put it where you got, what would you say, acid reflux? Yeah. Yeah, I've had that since I was 7. My first stint with alcohol was drinking a whole bottle of cologne, because I wanted to attempt suicide. Because...
How old were you?
7 years old when my dad left. It was just been me and my mom ever since. Her having to wear both pants in the household, and I had to learn how to, pay for the mortgage at 7 years old and be the man of the house. And that was really stressful for me. So when I say alcohol and drugs weren't my problem, they were only the solution to my problem. The real problem was me. Yeah. Right. And I had to understand that with my alcoholic thinking and my behavior, because once I put one in me, then all hell breaks loose. That sanity returns, you know, and I start acting out, without thought. My lack of thinking is by far the only thing that really comes to mind when I start acting out without consequence. Yeah. And it could be anything from me acting out on character defects, man. I could sit here and be the biggest piece of crap and feel good about it only because I'm drinking and using, because I'm not having that feeling produced about that high that I'm getting off of putting another person down. Yeah. And that was the thing that I had to learn. And I think that was the turning point for me once I had a personality change sufficient enough to bring about change to my alcoholism, when I had a psychic change. Yeah. As a result of writing down my wrongs, man, that was a big thing for me, and being able to learn how to approach people and tell them hey, I know I messed up, and I will do good from now on, and and then learn how to just shut the hell up and learn how to do better and be better. But
you know what else I want to say too, and it goes to show growth. When I said this the other day actually to Mike, when an adult takes responsibility for themselves, that's the most grown-up shit you can do. Yeah. Everybody's gonna make mistakes and do fucked up shit. But if you're always in denial and you're always pushing off the buck and you're always saying it's because of this, it's because of that, it's because of this, and I find that happen, and I say this lightly, and I just tread lightly when I say this. I see this happening. I have a lot of friends that have mental health issues, and this is what they do. And I catch myself when I'm talking to them like, hey, you got to change your thought process with all that. And that's part of the problem. But it's hard to tell somebody that who has mental health issues because their combat is, oh, I'm not right up here. But it's not that. It's a choice. And I try to explain that. You had to choose to get sober. You have to choose to heal yourself up here.
Right.
You have to.
It's a choice, but also we have to be sympathetic to the fact that we all have different capacities, and sometimes people are just not ready.
No, and I agree with
people
that.
are just not ready.
Right.
And, I tell a lot of people all the time, like when I try to talk to people, I say, you know what, maybe you're just not ready to receive what I'm saying yet, and that's okay.
Yeah.
When you're ready to receive what I'm saying, then let's talk.
Yeah, to be
But
like receptive to somebody's feedback and
Right.
stuff like that. Absolutely.
Yeah, so they got to be ready.
Yeah.
No matter how much we love them or care for them, it's
And,
like,
and I get into that same issue, and I catch myself all the time like,
it's hard because it's our loved ones, right?
Because I care so much, I want to help the person, and a lot of times I can't.
Right.
And then I have to go back to that spot where it's like, you can only do so much, and then you have to protect yourself and your mental health too, like with the whole situation. And like I said, people that want help will get help, and they'll choose the help.
Right.
Yeah.
And the problem is when a lot of the things I've noticed in these situations is that they're not ready for it, like you said. And I think that's where I get frustrated. But I try hard not to, but I do because I want to help the people I care about and love,
Yeah. I mean, I used to fall into that pattern until I took my positive psychology course. And then I used to always be the fixer. I was the fixer.
Yeah.
And then it started messing with my mental health. And then I had to learn like all this stuff I was pouring out of my cup, but I wasn't pouring back into my own cup.
Right.
Yep.
Or nobody was pouring into my cup.
Yeah, and that's what happens to me.
So
I
yeah,
honestly gotta say
my
that.
cup kept getting empty and I had to fill it back up.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
we have to take care of ourselves.
But, like the thing is, and I know you know this, I've told you, I went to school, got a degree in criminology, and I got an emphasis in casework for inmates with mental health and addiction issues. And I want to get into that route, you know what I mean? But like, I realize now as I'm doing some of that, I'm getting ready for that kind of work. I realize that shit's hard. And my whole purpose is going to be pointing people in the correct direction to get the help. Right. And that's all I'm going to do. That's all I can do. Because I realize I can't be that other person. Right. Even if I study tomorrow, I'm not meant to be that person.
Right.
I'm not, because if it doesn't work, then I'm going to do that. I'm going to just empty out my whole cup and blame myself. So, some people are meant to do that job and I'm just not. So that's why I want to advocate. That's why I had you come on the show today. I want to advocate and help in any way that I can, but I'm starting to find out where I can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's important.
No, it's
I
important.
think that's like the main thing, like you said it best, is like some people don't want to be helped.
Yeah.
Some people don't think that they have a problem. And whether we see it externally, we can definitely relate to what's going on the inside, like that gut-wrenching fear, that anxiety, that depression, like I was at the top of my game even when I was 14, 15 years old. I moved out when I was 16, had a bitchin' house. I lived with a bunch of friends out in Anna Verde, and I was sponsored in racing, and I was like sponsored in skating, and I strived to be a major league player, and I had all straight A's, and I slowly just started chopping away at the bit, and everything just all went south, and I was just like, and I crushed my ankle. I got married. I had my first daughter after being 5 years married, and then I just slowly started seeing my life become so unmanageable, the physical unmanageability, the mental and emotional manageability, and like I felt like my spirit inside was broken.
Yeah.
And like I didn't understand. I started feeling like I was closed off from the world. I was in my own world, like living to use and using to live. And I was like, I ended up in a dark place after being like, selling drugs, manufacturing alcohol, manufacturing drugs, manufacturing guns. And, no matter how far it went, I was always chasing the pipe dream.
Yeah. You know what's crazy about you? And it's funny. Like, I'm the guy that sits back. I've always been entrepreneur spirit, right? I've always been able to do that. But you're the guy that creates stuff. And you've always been that. Ever since I've known him, I swear. Like, this is the guy that, like, I'm like, hey, I'm trying to do this, but I can't figure out. Just like, this is how you have to do it. And it's all hands-on, like building. He's the builder. You know what I mean? So it's funny when you say certain things you've done. It's just funny because that is you as a person. Like, you're like, oh shit, I can make it. Oh, this is what they're doing? I can make this shit. And then he starts making it. You know what I'm saying? It's just funny. You've always been like that.
And it's like I've always strived on stuff like that, where it was like when people say it couldn't be done, like I was the guy
that figured it out.
Like the go-to guy that everybody
well,
always
I mean, like
went to.
look at the bar. Like I didn't even say it, but when I first got wind of this bar, we started like maybe like 14 days, 15 days, and we were painting. We were starting to paint.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about it, and I talked to my wife, and I was like, I got to get help. This isn't what we're doing isn't working. It's going to take forever. And she goes, call Justin. I called him, and he sat in here with me for 30 days past that. And everything you see in here, Justin touched. Everything. Paint, anything that needed to be fixed. Still to this day, if it's broken, Justin comes and fixes it. So that's the guy. He's the guy, man.
Yeah,
He's helped me a lot.
I am truly grateful for the opportunity. I mean, look, like I'm working here now as a cook, handyman, and bar backer.
You do more than just that. You help me with the business. You do all kinds of shit.
Go and go set up gigs for Aries Entertainment, and I get to be a pitching coach for my nephew's baseball team, and I get to do things I get to do today. Like I said, man, as far as all this stuff like outside the bar, I get to be a part of like a lot of nonprofits and a board of directors for one other nonprofit, and it's so weird, sometimes it's so weird. I have to explain it to people. The people that you normally wouldn't even get a chance to sit next to or rub elbows with, I find myself in those kind of positions, like sitting in a chair or, shaking hands or conversating with like famous people. And then like, they look at me like I'm the same. They talk to me like in the most realist way.
Yeah.
And, like I was showing you when I invited you to that UFC fight out in Santa Clarita when I was taking a picture with Lamar Odom. Yeah. And then or that other time, so funny story, you guys want to hear a funny story? So we went down to this place down in Burbank. I brought Brianna when she first started in recovery, and we brought a bunch of friends out there. And we were going, and then it just so happened like there was a guest speaker, Shia LaBeouf.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and like,
hey, he's all about that life too.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. And we were sitting there, and like he was just like locked in. I was sitting in the middle. He was just locked into my eyes, just like staring into my soul. And I was just sitting there, just like okay. And then it just so happened, like when he walked off to go get some coffee, and like Brianna went to go use the bathroom or something, and he ended up spilling coffee all over her by accident. She was like, "Oh, well, I'll sign your book for you." And then then I was just talking to him a little bit afterwards, and just like little stuff like that, Or
that's cool though.
People like
you'll tell me some of the stuff you do, and I'm always like, that's crazy.
I get to talk to every day, and it's just weird, Like I always thought like I try to make a name for myself, but now I get to actually sit there and contribute to, what we like to call as the fellowship, and practice unity within all of us. So it's dope. It's really cool, like being able to feed the community. That's another big thing, like food banks.
I got a question.
What's up?
I'm reading the board. What the fuck is Weed Canada? What is Weed Canada?
It's my bar story.
Oh, okay. Shoot.
Well, what is it though? Tell it.
Oh, are you ready for my bar story?
Yeah. Now
is that how you say?
We're talking about sober shit. And I look over. There's Weed Canada on the board. I want to know what it is. You know what?
I can't believe now.
Why is a lot of your stories about being high on weed? By the way, and stop looking at their food and drooling.
Because I can't believe she's eating like
you can't even. This is what he does. Food comes out, and this fool can't pay attention on the show. Food comes out.
I'm starving, and
why didn't you eat before you got here? Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Leave it over there. Leave it over there. Nobody wants to see him eating food. That's gross. That's gross. Don't be gross, Cindy. Okay, seriously, tell your fucking story. Pay attention. We only have so much time. You'll get to eat afterwards. I promise.
I work before I come here, Mike.
Okay, but you can eat on the road. You're like in the car.
I was driving.
Yeah, you're in the car. You could get like a quick bite. Like, stop being lame about it.
No. I don't like food in my car.
Okay. Can you just tell your fucking story? Jesus Christ.
So I was in Canada. Anyways,
I like that they all can hear that. That's funny.
They actually can't.
Cindy, you're not on the show. Stop talking to us.
Was that the story?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's over.
So I was in Canada shooting a TV show, and
what TV show?
Under One Roof with Flavor Flav.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So
Were you the clock?
no, he was a clock.
You know what time it is.
But anyway, so we was like 30 minutes out of Vancouver, and everything shut down at 11 o'clock. And I met this girl, and because we had went out after we had shooting, and I met this girl. She brought her back to the hotel room.
Was it that one?
No.
Oh, damn.
And so anyways, we were drinking and we wanted some weed. And I called my boy and I was like, hey, I need some weed. And he had some weed. So I went to his room and he was like, here, I got a joint, but I don't have nothing to light it with. So went down to the front desk. They didn't have nothing to light it with. I called the liquor store down the street. Everything was shut down. Like where we was, everything was shut down. And Transportation was already asleep, so I couldn't call them to take me to Vancouver. So I went into my room and I tried to light it with anything I could, and I failed. And so the next morning, my boy was like, hey man, how was the weed? And I was like, well, I couldn't light it. I tried to light it in my room. He was like, what the fuck did you try to light it with? And I tried to light that motherfucker with an iron. I tried to light it with an iron. And my boy, he's a comedian writer. So to this day, he still tells a story on like shows that he do.
Nice.
And he was like, why the fuck would you try to light it with an iron? Like, I literally turned on the iron and put that shit up to my face.
Like he's trying to iron out the joint.
You know, I knew you were slow. I didn't know you were that slow.
No.
Let me get the wrinkles
Okay, but you
out.
know what? How many houses don't fucking caught on fire by leaving an iron on? So I was like, this motherfucker, obviously it could burn a house down so I can light a weed with
I'm not
joint
saying
with
I
that
don't
motherfucker.
understand your thought process, but I'm just like, man, I would not put an iron that close to my face. You're
I
fucking
know,
nuts.
my face got red too. And he was like,
I'll bet it did. I'll bet it did, dummy. Jesus.
So
That's super smart. Thank you, sir.
Super funny.
Thank you. That's fucking hilarious. That's your hope.
was
So,
it. That's
so
my
you were
story.
high though?
Huh?
You were high?
No, the motherfucker wasn't light.
Oh, so you were trying.
It wouldn't light. It wouldn't light.
okay.
Like that motherfucker would not light.
Yeah.
So
you got to
You
put
could just
flame
see
to it,
him,
bro.
like he probably forgot to turn up the dial on the iron or something.
Yeah, it's probably still.
Oh, that motherfucker got hot because my face got hot.
That's funny.
He was like getting high before he got high,
That's not very smart.
getting all mad.
That's not very smart.
The things,
All right.
the things we do for pussy.
Oh, you don't even want to start, dude.
Yep.
I've
Yep.
done some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I don't even-
We got two thirsty motherfuckers on here tonight. Just
telling
saying.
you, dude.
I'm talking about you two. Not
Yeah.
me.
Dude,
I've never been thirsty.
I went 18 years of marriage, and like I said, I lost everything. Now it's just like, man, it's like getting passed around like a 7 tradition basket inside of a hall right now.
You need to put your wiener away, sir.
Yeah,
See, that's why
Yeah,
you
see,
came
he
over.
knows what
That's
I'm
why
talking
you came
about.
over here and
He
your
knows what
pants
I'm
was
talking
unzipped
about.
because you're
And I
just
gotta
so
just
you're
say
unzipped all the
no.
time now.
I
I
just
see
gotta
you.
say no.
I just gotta say no. Hey, hey, sex is a drug too, sir.
Absolutely.
It really is.
Yeah.
You could be addicted.
I cannot be the solution for a woman that has 4 baby daddies.
I could be.
No, I'm not going to be
Hey,
the
was that
fifth.
your bar story?
Yeah, mine was that was my bar story. Just talk about like mine was really just more about talking about how like I really have been sober for the longer part of owning Aries, but I just went through a little phase where I was fucking up a little bit.
So funny thing about this guy, you know, Mike, you know, I love him to death, but I've always called him like my foreign exchange student brother.
Yeah,
You know, dang, like I remember living with him on 50, if you remember that.
yeah.
And we would just be hanging out all the time, and it was always like people rolling up to the garage, and we'd always be loading up equipment. And I'm like, oh yeah, we gotta get ready
Yeah.
and load up the car for the next gig. And I'm like, oh,
Video games. I had my
how
game
long was
room.
that ago? That was like 10, 12 years ago, maybe more.
Yeah, I want to say you started really like hanging out when I had that townhouse, and then we moved to the big house.
Yeah, I mean, I painted that house too.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Painted
Did
the boys' room,
chalkboard.
the chalkboard
Yeah,
black. That's what
right.
we did. That's why we did that wall. It's because of
That's
that.
right. Mhm.
But that was cool. I missed that little room with the upstairs, like little. That was dope. That was dope. I've always had like a game room in my house, and we would like put hookahs in there and like smoke hookah and play video games and do all that stuff.
Man, and check this out. I gave this guy a sectional IKEA couch, and I still never got it back.
Wait, you gave it to him?
Well, he gave. Okay, let's be
Oh, let him
fair.
borrow it.
He
I
didn't
let
give
him
it to me.
borrow it.
He didn't give it to me. And see, now I hear the story. I've heard the story two different ways now. JP has said that sister, Brianna, had gave her a couch. But I only heard give. I never knew it was like a borrowed thing. This is the first time I ever heard that.
Yeah,
right
we
now.
had our own place, and we bought like this brand new sectional at the time.
You know how many times I changed that couch cover? I went to IKEA and changed the couch like 4 times. That
Well, it
couch
was an
still exists
all-white
to this
couch.
day.
It was an all-white
Still,
couch.
still that same couch, still there. You just go get a new couch cover. It's a brand new couch.
The one
I
we
had
sit on all the time?
No, I had that couch for a long time. I finally got rid of it when we moved out of our last house. We finally got rid of it. I got a new couch finally.
It was comfy though.
Yeah,
It was really
it was a comfy couch, but I finally sucked it up and got a really expensive couch. So my new couch in there it's pricey. And what's really shitty is that when we moved out of the house to move into this new house, somebody threw away the ottoman. It was a brand new ottoman. I was so pissed, bro. It was connected to the couch, and I don't know how we lost it. We lost it. It might have fallen off a truck for all I know. It might be in the road somewhere. Still, just sitting there. But anyways, that's our bar stories. You guys want to play a quick little game?
Sure.
All right. I don't know. JP did this, so I don't know what this is gonna be about. You want here? You're gonna be orange. You're gonna be pink for pussy, and then I got the cup. All right. We did this a long time ago. Mike, I don't even know if Mike remembers. And if you don't remember, I'll go ahead and let you know. I am the bingo champion. I won last time. Did I not, Mike?
He cheated.
I did not cheat. So this is bar bingo. All right, let's see how this works. She did all this for me earlier, and this is for an AMC gift card. We're gonna play for it. Look at that. All right, here we go. At random. I didn't make these. I haven't seen these. JP's not here. I don't know what they are. So don't be a crybaby.
I have a feeling you're going to cheat again.
Okay, the star is a free space. Okay. Okay, this one says, all it says is been injured during sex. N4.
I've been injured during sex before.
Okay, well then mark your shit, bro.
Yep.
I definitely been injured.
I almost got a broken
You're old.
rib.
I imagine you've been injured
I
having
almost
sex.
got a broken
Probably
rib
recently.
with 2 escorts, and they like tried to like body slam me like to like Chris Benoit and stuff.
And you got slammed?
Yeah, I didn't even pay for it either.
Yeah, I got thrown off of a bed and I fucked my ankle up really bad.
Oh, yeah.
JP has fallen through. Yeah, I'm gonna put JP on blast. She's definitely got injured having sex. She went through a closet.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Not on purpose. She just she was drunk. Anyways, all right. Let's see. Stolen something from a bar.
Females count, right?
No, this is stolen something. They're not a something. They're a someone. Something. A thing. This is B2.
Oh yeah, I've done that before.
Like divine still.
Yeah.
Stolen.
Like glasses.
Okay. I guess I could say I stolen a drink before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've stolen a drink.
Salt shakers.
I just
Who
stole
doesn't
these
like
chips
cool
now.
salt shakers at home?
All right.
Hey, we're
Here. Let's have.
just because you did criminology, we're not going to get arrested after this, right?
She's got her whole mouth full. Somebody else. Okay, come grab one. Grab one,
hold
Bama.
on. Hey, 1 second. Hey, shout out to my
Go look.
sister Jenga coming out to support her brother right there. Hey, you want to come pull out the cup, Jenga? Come on, Jenga. Come on down to The Price is Right.
Oh, okay. Hi, Jenga.
Hey, that's my sister right here.
Okay, this one says ran out on a tab.
Right now. Oh,
B1.
yeah.
B1.
Absolutely. There you go.
I've never ran out of tab ever.
You've never played Dine and Ditch?
Nope.
Dude, you.
That's a hood game.
That's right, man.
Thank you so much, Jenga.
I played Dine and
I
Ditch.
love your beautiful hair. All
Hell
right.
yeah.
Jenga
I've done it at
says
Denny's.
this is for 01, and this is been on a blind date at a bar. Definitely.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. While drunk or sober?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
All right. Who's close? Anybody? You fucking cheating, Mike. You always cheat, bro. I already know.
Don't
All
be
right.
making up stuff.
I got
This
days.
one is
Dates.
okay. This one is. This is fucking hilarious. I know, Mike. You better don't even just put your dabber away. Says, and I know you got this one
Oh, yeah?
because you're the worst at this. Clogged the toilet at a bar.
Oh, yeah. What number is that?
Mike hasn't even had a
What is
shit
that?
in a bathroom
G2?
before. That is G1.
That says G2.
Hey, guess what, Mike?
G1, that's right. Absolutely.
I've clogged this toilet here.
That's disgusting.
I
dude.
clog the
Yep.
most uncloggable toilets.
Yeah, you do. You take
Yeah.
40-minute
Even
shits.
like the double flush ones.
Yeah.
Absolutely, dude. I eat.
Okay, let's talk about this. Do you
Okay.
poop in a public bathroom?
Absolutely.
And do
You
you
know,
think
I
it's
have
weird
no-
if you don't?
Yes.
I do too. Thank you.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like go in the car and put a.
This
like
motherfucker
a
drives
diaper
all the
on
way
real quick?
home. No, he drives all the way
weird,
home.
bro.
He drives all the way home.
That's just weird. That's why we have like those seat covers for.
Oh my god, this
If
one's
it's,
so
like,
funny.
that
I know,
weird.
Mike. I know, Mike. You could answer this one. You could definitely get this one. That was G1. Okay, let's see. O1, B1, B2. So, okay. All right. I'm going to put them in order so we can always check it. Okay, this one is blamed your fart on someone else. N1.
Absolutely.
I have crop dusted more people than I'd like to admit.
Hey, funny story. You know, like I was this guy I used to work with, and he was like always eating like the most fanciest salmon.
Yeah.
You know, his wife would make for him.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think last year I was working for him, and like he would like be bending over, and just
Bartender.
laying him out. Right.
Bartender.
One day, I just cupped his fart and went behind him and just shoved it in his face, and he crop dusted himself.
This is the beautiful Missy. I'm going to have her pick one. Pull one out. And then I need a new drink, I think. All right, I'll read it. How bad is it? Missy pulled this one. Pretended to know someone. Have you done this? Yes.
I think everybody
I
did
think
that.
everyone's done this one. That's 03.
I used to pretend to know God.
Oh, really? No, that's a person, bro. No, I have to tell this story. I can't tell you.
Because you can't see him.
No, I can't tell you how many times I walked into a bar and someone has came up to me like, "Oh, what's up, Mike?" and like acted like they knew me forever, and I was like,
Who are you?
and I just play it up. Oh yeah, what's up, dude? Long time no see. Sorry if I did that to you.
I do that shit a lot.
My brain is like a phone book that runs out of memory.
I used to ask my
Let me
wife.
get a free drink.
I used to ask my wife after I walked away. I was like, "Hey, who was that?"
I do that all the time too.
I do that often. I
do
meet
that all
so
the
many people now. It's like,
Ooh, here we
was that
go.
guy's
Here we
name?
go. I'm gonna add to this one just because I want to know the answer. Giving someone a fake name.
oh, absolutely.
Given, what do you mean by that?
Given like someone's like, hey, they're trying to get to know you, and you like instantly have bad vibes. So you're like,
Give
oh,
them,
I'm
like, a
so and so. It's the
pseudonym.
wrong name.
Oh yeah.
Like a fake name, or I was gonna say even a fake number could work, but like I've done the fake number a
Oh,
lot.
I used to give away alter ego names.
I used to give away porn names.
Oh, what's the
Our
number?
names.
So yeah,
Like
mine was
Silly
Sapphire.
Sally? Like Silly Sally.
Really?
It's total.
I was like,
game.
no, that's if
Truly
you
good.
you don't
It's
give my
good.
real name, I'll give you my customer name.
That's good. What's
When I
the
go to
thing?
a bar,
What's your safe word?
banana. The number is G3 on that one.
G3?
G3.
Oh, man.
Anybody close?
I need one.
I need one.
I think we all need one. All right. This is broken up with someone at a bar.
I've done that before.
I've done it on accident.
What number is that?
02.
02.
Fuck. I got 3s, but no 4s. I don't think I'm going to win this one. I think Mike's going to win this one. What's that, I4? Hold on.
I've actually broken
Don't
up
be
with
cheating,
a few
dude.
people here at Rubens when it used to be Rubens back in the day when I came here and would help out every so often.
I had a girl with me that I had a girl that I was dating at the bar when somebody else that I was dating showed up, and she broke up. It was like me breaking up with her. She just looked at me and walked out, never talked to me again. That's happened multiple times. Okay. Had 3 or more hookups at the same bar at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what number is that?
That is G5.
That actually happened recently.
That happened multiple times for me.
That happened recently.
Same. Tell the story, Mike.
They just
Tell me
walked
one.
in at
Tell me
separate
one time
times.
that happened and where.
Freedom makers.
Huh?
Freedom makers.
What the fuck is that?
The Bucks Club.
Oh, whatever, bro.
Strip clubs
That's not
don't
even
count,
fair.
bro.
We forgot you were in the life. I always do that.
Yeah, strip
In
clubs don't
the
count,
life.
especially if you pay for them. He's all $20 is $20.
All right. Ooh, here we go. This happens to Mike all the time. Been refused entry to a bar or club. G4.
That actually happened to me, but I eventually got in.
Yeah, that never happened. Well, you said refused? Yeah.
G4. Ooh, I need one more
You
too.
have been refused or never
I've been refused before.
Yeah, I've been
refused.
It was because I was with somebody that they didn't want in the bar.
Yeah.
Somebody who got in a fight at the bar. That's happened to me a lot. Like gone out with somebody that they don't like, and I got some fucked up friends.
Mm-hmm.
Never like personally me though. I realized that never happened to like personally me.
I think that happened to me once at LaRue, only because I was with someone younger.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, here we go. Had a weird sex dream about a bar patron. I can't even say. Or
What's the name?
I can't deny. It's N3. I can't deny or
We only
confirm.
have wet dreams about you, bro.
I've had a lot of people have wet dreams on me. Oh my God, let go. I don't want that one. I want the big one. All right, this one is lied about what you were serving to someone.
Oh yeah.
Don't say yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You have it. I have.
What
though.
number is that?
That is G2. Bingo, bitches.
It's all right. Just because he said bingo, I'll share a
I
little
was feeling
story
you
with
cheated.
everybody.
I didn't cheat.
Just
I feel you did.
I did not cheat.
Don't be Mike.
Because you kept
showing
looking at
up
what
to
we
him.
was close to,
Yeah.
and you was picking numbers.
No. I was just picking them out at random.
Yes.
Stop.
So don't be Mike showing up to the bar on steak night with a tomahawk steak,
Oh my God.
thinking
Seriously.
like he's like hot shit.
Hey, your next one was
And
the
then
next
I'm
one
over
was
here
drank
cooking it
wine
for
from
him.
a box.
Wine from a box.
Yep. That would have been the next one would have
I've
been
done that.
04.
Who doesn't like a big Capri Sun?
04? Would you have won on 04?
No.
Would you have won on 04? 04?
Nope.
So you would have lost anyways.
Yeah,
Crying like
lost
a little
anyway.
bitch.
Can we move on?
Can I wait? Hold on. One more. Watch porn in a bar. Have you ever watched porn in a bar?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep,
We used to watch
absolutely.
porn in the bar over here in the back on the couch. Why do you think there was so many stains
Yep.
on that couch back in the day?
Freedom makers.
Yeah, bro.
That was I won.
I watch
won.
live porn.
You wouldn't have won. Yeah, I'm
Hey,
looking.
I've been to some
So
interesting
you guys
sex
wouldn't have
parties.
won. This
Those
is
are
like
fun.
4 later. Not
Those
a
are
person
interesting.
not a person from an app to meet at a bar.
Hey, wait, what?
Oh, I'm sorry, not. It said met a person from an app to meet at a bar. So like a sex app, a dating app. I've never been on a dating app ever.
I did it.
Does MySpace count?
That was B3. Did
I
anybody
did
win
that.
yet?
Nope.
You guys, mark these because I'm not winning my own fucking thing that JP bought.
It's all right. If I win, I'll take you out to the movies.
I don't remember what the other one was.
I'll tell you right now. Okay. Cause someone else to get arrested. I-5.
Call someone else to get arrested?
Cause somebody else to get
Oh,
arrested.
heck
Caused?
Caused.
Oh no.
Was that I-5?
Yeah. So you had I-5, I-1, 04, G2. I already won, but still. Nobody yet? Fuck, there's a lot of them. Giving someone a fake number. Oh, I said that earlier. B5.
Yep. That's easy.
Nobody yet? You guys fucking suck.
555.
Walked in on a sexual act at a bar. That's fucked up. I2.
Bingo.
You bingoed? Nice. All right. So Justin
All right.
won.
Heck yeah. Can buy some
Even though I
popcorn.
won, we know I'm a bingo champion. That's twice in a row. And that was not. I did not have anything to do with the bingo today.
Thank
JP
you.
made it, printed it, did it all herself. So shout out to my wife. Thank you for making our game for us and
Yeah.
giving us a gift card. She gave me the gift card to give out. So why are you looking at me like that? Why can't you ever just be fucking happy?
Congratulations, Justin.
You
know,
you
right?
hate
You deserve
losing.
it.
You are a sore ass loser.
I
That's
am.
what it is.
I am.
All
I hate
right.
losing.
Well, at least you admit it.
Who
Fuck
the
it.
fuck like to lose?
No, but I mean, there's people.
Thank you. Shit.
There's people. There's somebody. Hey, good game, guys. That was fun. The bar bingo thing is fun. It is fun. I like that. I like we did it. I hadn't done it since like the 3rd episode, and we are like on the what number are we on? You think 20, 21?
No, we on like 17 or 18.
Oh, okay. About 20. So that makes sense, huh?
For what?
For the episodes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting there. But that was bar bingo. We don't have a lot of time left. Should we make a phone call or should we just scratch the phone
Hey,
call?
I got a perfect phone call.
Let's
All
do
right.
it. Let's do it.
Let's do
So
it.
do you have to do it from your phone?
You have to because of
Okay.
you don't want them to know the number.
Well, no, we would change
What, dude,
that.
we should call Charlie.
Nah. Charlie's too nice.
He is too nice. Okay, I'm gonna use a business line. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna call my buddy Logan.
Okay, what's the prank gonna be? Are you gonna talk or am I gonna talk? Do you want me to use? Because like, is he gonna know your voice?
I have a good impersonation.
Okay, all right, you do it then. I'm gonna make the phone call though. What's the number?
661.
Uh huh.
Probably shouldn't say that on here.
Yeah,
huh?
that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, and this guy's name is what?
Logan.
Logan. Okay, and then
Yeah.
what's the cell gonna be?
I don't know. I'll just say I'm Jake from State Farm or something.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Hey, I noticed on the episode before, you got to turn these up. If he doesn't answer, let's leave a fucked up message.
All right, I got you.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, this is Governor Newsom trying to call to make sure that if you haven't heard yet, we are lobbying for the new Powder Puff Girls. If you please can give us a call back at 111-111-111. We have an agent here from Jake from State Farm. Can you please give us a call back at your earliest convenience? Thank you and have a worse day.
Suck it.
No one's ever going to answer.
You can call Charlie.
You said that earlier.
I know, but
I
it takes
guess
like
I think
20
Charlie will
calls.
answer.
All right, let's try Charlie. I'm going to do my phone number for Charlie. All right, go.
All right, let's see.
Well, don't say it out loud. Just show me.
All right, there it is.
Oh, I got a good one for Charlie. Dude, this is going to be so funny.
Tony, man,
They
everybody's.
don't answer anymore.
It's because he's old. He's probably taking his regular scheduled AARP nap.
3
I was going to say his regular
9
dump.
1 is not available.
Is this Charlie? Charlie bit me. I couldn't even get it out. Oh, fuck. You guys remember that video?
Like, hello, Charlie.
Do you remember that video?
No.
Oh, dude, I have to pull it up. There's like a video with like a unicorn, and it's like, Charlie bit me, but it's like this. It was funny. It was funny. Oh my God. Give me Zeke's number. Give me Zeke's number right now. I'm like, what's your name? This is going to be good.
He's going to run out of the house and go to the neighbors.
No, he's not. Don't. Why does he have that 559 area code? What? Really? For how long?
5 years.
Oh, really?
I only moved back in 2022.
Oh, but you moved back. We all move back. God damn it. Sometimes they come back. Either way. What's your name? This is Tony. What's your name?
Tony.
What is your name?
What?
For $5,000.
What is your name?
Why?
It's fucking Ezekiel. Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Ezekiel? Is this you, Ezekiel?
Zeke, you're on the show.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Zeke, it's Mike Modell.
Oh,
What's up, Zeke?
what's up?
It's Mike and Mike.
It's Mike and Mike. You're on the show. We just prank called you. Why were you so stuck? You don't know the... Come on, how do you not know the skit? I was expecting you to be like, it's Ezekiel. And I was going to be like, fuck you, Ezekiel. And then you were supposed to be like, what's your name? And then I was going to say Tony. God, fuck, man. Aren't you...
I'm
Aren't
not
you
allowed to say that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
oh,
true.
good
You're not
call.
allowed
You
to
know
say
what? You have a good child.
Yeah,
he was
said
like,
he's
I'm
not
not going to
allowed to
curse on air. Okay, well, you get a pass, sir.
He's all, Mom, do I
Wait,
get a
on
good Christmas
air?
present?
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are
you're
live on the show, sir.
Yes. Welcome to Real Bar Talk.
Well, you know what? This is
Oh.
probably illegal. We should hang up. He's 12. Goodbye.
Oh, bye.
My-
All right, that's fucking great. That's fucking great. Let's move on. Every episode of Real Bar Talk, we do make a bar rule. And actually, I'm really excited to hear your bar rule. I hope you have a good one because
Yeah.
you've fucking been here for a minute.
working here.
No, what's a bar rule? Like for anybody, customers, people, workers, employees, whatever. Make a bar rule. Something that should be written on the board. Like mine, my first one, just to give it an example, mine was like no politics, no religion, right? That's a good bar rule. So something like that, like an idea that makes sense.
No pissing in people's food.
Yeah, that's a fucking great bar rule. The fact that you have to make it a rule, I got questions.
Wait a minute. He's the
Wait.
He's the fucking cook here,
Have
right?
you peed in someone's food before?
Yeah, he's the cook. So
Dude,
why would he say that?
Me and you used to work at Taco Bell. Like, I used to hate cops back in the day. Of course I did.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Go Raiders.
Holy fuck. So some cop out there ate some pee-pee.
But hey, check it out though. Like for reals, man. Like I do appreciate all the customers that do continuously come back and request the food. You know, like it makes me appreciate a lot of the food that I get to make and the customer atmosphere and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
There's something rewarding about making somebody food and them liking it.
So funny thing is when I think the first or second month I was working here, I made like the most delicious food. I brought it to a lady over here in the corner. And I gave it to her. I think you were there, right?
Yeah. What's happened since
I
then?
gave it to her, and she was like, "Oh my god, this food is so good!" And then she was like, "Can you have the chef come back over here?" And I came back, and then all she did was like put the food down. She grabbed me by the face and just like gave me a wet one, and I was like, "Okay." She's like, "I just wanted to say thank you. That was delicious." And I was like,
That wasn't even about the food,
That
sir.
wasn't about
She
the
was trying to
food.
kiss your face.
Yeah.
But she was with her
No,
boyfriend.
but
right
I'm
there
not
in front
gonna
of
lie.
me.
You're not wrong. When
She
you
was
first
with her
started,
boyfriend.
They don't
you used
care.
to make all kinds of weird food. Like you just do some weird shit with it. It was cool.
But, like you had me be really creative in the beginning. So I mean, yeah. I mean,
Oh, so now I don't have you-
sometimes I actually do that. Like I always try to tell our customers, I was like, hey, you know the secret menu. Like if you want stuff, like you know all our ingredients, you just tell me to put something in it, and I'll do it, and I'll just make it the best.
Well,
of
that's how
my
it should
ability,
be. That's how it should
you
be.
know?
I mean, you want to have a good like. I've learned this now. Like, you got to be careful, right? Because you want to have a good baseline. Like, if you say, "Hey, I'm coming to get some tacos," and if you do this weird ass mix with tacos, somebody will like it, but maybe the masses won't. So you want to have a good baseline, but you still want to have some creativity, and you still want to do some stuff that people will like and change it up. You just got to be careful doing it. That's
But
all
like
I
I
say.
said, you know, like if people want a hot dog, like and they want me to inject like nacho cheese in the middle, and be like, okay, like how am I gonna do that? I was like, well, shit, we got straws, so might as well make it happen.
That's a good idea. Or what you
Right.
could do. Have you ever seen those?
I never say
Have you
no. I always
have you
just make it
seen
happen.
have you seen the butter shots that they do for turkeys?
No.
I have one of those syringes, and you can put nacho cheese in it. You could syringe a fucking hot dog. That's a good idea, actually.
That's dope.
All right, we're gonna go that route. All right, Mike, give me a roll, bud.
Oh wait, hey, what's his name? Oh, never mind.
No.
That's probably why he didn't answer. He said he was sleeping.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm out for the night, bro.
Oh, okay.
I was like, all right.
All right, for sure.
But yeah, so bar rule, man.
Bar rule.
My bar rule is up. I'm going to speak on bartenders working as a team. If you are a bartender and you are off and you're on the other side of the bar, don't make a big deal or embarrass another bartender because they're not doing something that you typically do. Like every bartender has their own style and skills and on how to make drinks and how to do certain things. Like, don't make a big deal about it because not only are you embarrassing yourself, but you're embarrassing the bar and the other bartender.
Well, also don't highlight it.
Yeah.
So I actually like that, and really speaking on that, I did this earlier, and I apologize, but you know I was watching Kayla make a drink today, and I'll go ahead and say her name. Kayla doesn't bartend a lot; she's a cook, but she can bartend. But she, you know, she's still new with certain drinks and stuff, and even to this day, I've been doing this a long time. There's still times people will order a drink that I've never heard of.
Right.
Still, I've been doing this since 2007. I still don't know some drinks. And then not only that, I've also forgotten so many drinks I can't even tell you. So today I was watching somebody make a Cadillac margarita, and I stopped her and made it because her pour was so off. I wouldn't normally do that, but I let her get there first, and then I thought to myself, nah, I can't let her. Like, she got to a point where I was like, nah, this isn't gonna be good because she was missing a very key ingredient. When you make a margarita, you either make it with a mix or you know how to make the mix yourself, right? Well, she missed a whole ingredient, so I was like, okay, you got to stop, you know. And I showed her how to do it, and I know I embarrassed her, and I didn't mean to, but and I told her afterwards, I said, listen, nobody cares either. We're all learning, right? Just don't be. Also, with that saying, don't be afraid to get that information.
Right. Yeah.
So, and this goes with the karaoke thing too. Don't be too good to still learn. Like
Right.
I've been doing the karaoke thing for 30 plus years. And if somebody walks up and starts telling me something about gear, even if I think you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, I just sit there and listen and go, oh, okay, that's cool. And a lot of times I know what they were saying, or I know past what they're saying.
Right.
And so I think this goes
It goes both
ways,
yeah.
but don't embarrass somebody, just let them still do it. You don't learn unless you let them do it. I don't like when some of our bartenders jump back here and will take over.
Right.
No, let the person do it.
Right.
Show them or at least tell them, but don't, and don't make a big deal about it. Don't make a big scene. In fact, I'd rather somebody take me to the back and be like, hey, you missed a whole ingredient. That drink's probably going to come back. So just know this. Do you know how that drink is made? If not, I'll show you real quick. I'd rather that than someone do it out front too.
Right,
So
That's
I
something.
get that.
That's something I've noticed. Especially like working in a bar setting is like every bartender has their own way on how they think it should be.
Yeah.
So it's like my job is to still be able to serve the food and everything like that, and always make sure that I know which bartender is working, so that way I know how they like it to be done. Because I've noticed, like, even with you, I know I was going with somewhere where I think I just drew a blank.
I know exactly what you're saying, but it's the same thing. It's actually the same thing with the cooks too. All the cooks have their own style, and so getting everybody to be on the same page sometimes in the kitchen with item menus and stuff sometimes is hard, and I see it because everybody has their own little groove with it, the way they make something.
So
you know what I mean?
this is where I was going to go with it. So like if I order or somebody orders a food, right? It could be a sandwich, it could be like whatever it is. So each bartender expects it to be a different way, and I have learned to be able to cater to that specific bartender to make it as easy as possible and stress-free to actually work with that bartender.
Yeah.
So that's like the hard part, because all I ever want to do is just like, hey, get off my tile. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the cook here.
Yeah. But that's what that
due respect, but
Yeah.
that's something I had to learn.
Yeah, but that goes what I was saying too, is that don't be too good to be taught, because nobody I know is.
Right.
Nobody is. Like, you can always learn something. You can even learn. The beautiful thing I always like to say is you can even learn what not to do.
Yeah.
Some people will teach you that. So be open to hear it, all the way through. I learn a lot about people by just listening to what they know.
And you know what? And when it comes to drinks and food stuff, it's always good to learn something different. Or even though you know how to make something, because sometimes people don't like certain things or certain ingredients. You know what I'm saying? So if you have an additional option, you can say, "Hey, well, do you like this with this?"
That's the beautiful thing about drinks
Right.
too. People get all kind. Like, I know somebody that gets they get tequila sunrises, but without orange juice.
Right.
Well, tequila sunrise is orange juice,
Right.
but they get it with pineapple juice. That's okay.
Yeah.
People change their drinks up, and that's fine.
And that's what I'm saying. It's good to learn different things.
Yeah, but I do like what you said. Going back to what your main point is, just don't embarrass somebody back here. Be a team player. Like, if they need your help, and then give the help, but give the help correctly. Give it tactfully.
Yeah.
And also ask for the help tactfully. And also don't be too good. Like, I hate that I see a lot of bartenders too prideful to ask for help because they want to. And I'll tell you what it is, and especially here and other places, they're worried about having someone come back there, help them, and then them have to give up tips. That's what really it's about. It really is about money.
Right.
And everybody asks, well, I can run the bar. This I can run I love hearing this. I can run a $1,500 night, fine, with no problem. No, you think you can.
Right.
But when you hit that $1,500 mark, maybe you're missing drinks. So maybe that $1,500 night could be an $1,800 night.
Right.
But you've had all these people walk out because you're not seeing them.
Right.
So accept the help. If someone and if you offer help, don't offer help expecting money either. Again, goes both ways.
Right.
Because if you do end up getting back there, you're helping somebody all night. The bartender should tip you out, but if you offer it without that, don't think you're going to get it too. Because I think that's the big misconception that people get. You know what I mean? Like, if someone steps back there and helps me and I need it, I'll take that help all night. You see me, and I'll always tip out the person that's with me. But that's not always the situation. Sometimes it's a dead night. There's no tips. You step back there because there's a fight outside, something, and you help, and then people expect. So just again, all things intact. You know what I mean?
That's what I like about working with Mike. He always makes it really comfortable to work with. He's always been really understanding. And I remember the first couple nights I would work with him, and I was here like 6-7 days out of the week, sometimes pulling double shifts, and he would look at me like knowing I was in recovery. He's like, dude, you don't feel uncomfortable working here.
I remember
Like,
that.
I mean, he's like, is this gonna be like kind of like a risk for you to like be here? Like, I don't want to put you at risk. I was like, no, I'm good, man. I'm
Yeah,
good.
and
He's
that's
like-
another thing. That's that you've stuck it out, bro.
Yeah. And you know, the funny thing is, I don't know why it's there. It's always something, man. It's like, I always get approached by people, like, whether it's inside the bar, outside the bar, they're like, hey, do you know where I can go take some classes? Like, I just got a DUI. And I'm like, yeah, you know, like, you can come to some of the meetings that, you know, I facilitate. So I get to do those things today, man. I'm truly grateful for a life that, you know, was freely given to me.
Yeah.
For sure. You know, like, it's the abundance of blessings, man. It's,
I like it.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I didn't tell my rule. We're running out of time, so I'm gonna jump on my rule real quick. My rule's real quick. Just don't come to the bar looking for a fight. Don't come to the bar looking for a fight. Don't come to the bar with an outside drink and looking for a fight. That shit fucking pisses me off. Just saying.
No, we've
I don't
almost
care.
had a
I
couple
don't-
fights outside, remember?
Bro, this happened the other night. This big girl came in here and she came with an outside drink, and Bama kind of like gave me the like look because she had an outside drinking, and this girl just went off on how we're racist and she started calling me a
Right.
faggot and all this other. It's like, okay, bro. Like, first of all, you're picking a fight with a dude, which is unfair because you know I'm not gonna do anything. And second of all, like, just I asked you to go outside 10 times. Just follow yourself outside. She was like,
Right.
she's like, don't escort me. I was like, I won't escort you if you just walk your big ass outside. She was big. She might have beat me up. She was not small. I threatened her. I was like, I don't mean threatened, but I was just like, damn, dude. I was like, look, I need you to leave, or I'm gonna make you leave. And I said it, and she's like, she put her foot down, and I was like, fuck. I'm gonna have to drag this big bitch out. She had to probably she outweighed me probably by a couple. I ain't gonna say weight, but she was a big girl. She was taller than me and wider than me. That's all I'm gonna say.
That fight unofficially.
I would have lost that fight because I wouldn't have been able to swing at her. So I just would have grabbed her. It would have been all bad.
UFC
Good,
record.
lucky for me. Lucky for me. My pro heavyweight fighter Gio was in the building, and so was Renee, who's my trainer. They wouldn't have let it get to me, but I was like, really, like, dude, if you don't go outside, I'll make sure you get outside.
Let me ask you a question. You know, like, I remember you asked a question real quick in the beginning of the show about, you know, like, vicariously sucking dick for money. But my question is, like,
What's my number?
No, that's
For you?
what's your number.
Sorry.
You know, I swear, it's always about, you know, like the cream cheese between the Jew bagel.
Yes.
So my question is, if you were to go back and fight again, but the only fight that they would give you was to fight a female, would you take it?
No.
Is it just the fear of losing to a female?
It's a double-edged sword. Okay, so
Or would you look at it as
let me just tell you,
just by beating the
in
girl
my
up?
gym, I fought girls. I
Just
fought
a
a pro.
question.
I fought and sparred a pro athlete. Her name is Danielle Taylor. And first of all, there is a pure difference in skill level. As soon as I got to a point where I was training consistently, the girl could not compete with me. And I was way bigger than her. Don't get me wrong. She was very small. She was like 5'2". But in the beginning, she sucked to spar, bro. She fucked me up. But there was a certain spot where it was like there was a different in athletic ability all the way around.
Yeah.
So it's just unfair. Okay. Now let's talk about the other thing. Let's say it was a girl my size, right? Okay. So I get in there, I fight a girl. If I beat her up really bad, I look like a fucking piece of trash. If she beats me up, I look like a fucking loser. There's no winning in that. And to be honest with you, when it comes down to pro athletes, you take the top 10 of any sport, and you take the top 10 guys, and the girls get mutilated. And that's just the truth. It's just an athletic difference. And it's just the truth. It's not a thing about like sexism. It's not that. There is girls that are pros right now that can compete as pros in other sports, but they cannot compete with the top 10, even top 20. But Caitlin Clark, she probably could go play on a pro basketball guys team right now, and she would do okay. She wouldn't be the best player in the league. She wouldn't even be close. I don't know for sure she'd even make a team, but I think she would probably make a team because she probably fits in that top 100 somewhere, top 200 guys maybe. But that's the point. The point is there's far and few between of her. So when you take the average, it's just unfair advantage. That's why I don't like the whole transgender fighting thing. Like you're watching transgender girl fight a guy and get the shit kicked out of her. You watch a transgender guy who went to the girl route, right? And fucking broke someone's skull the other day.
I think
like
that's the hardest part.
that shit's not safe, bro. And I don't care what anybody says. You can be mad at me or not. If you're born something, it doesn't matter if you're taking testosterone blockers and all that shit. It doesn't matter. You don't completely lose that physicality. You just never
that's
do.
the hardest part is not to assume someone's gender.
I mean, I guess.
So my last question, and I'll say it first, probably where no one else will say it, is that if I started training and you start fighting, would you fight me just for a fundraiser?
Yeah. I fight you for no money. I fight you just because. I fight you right now in a gym. In fact, we've had this conversation because a lot of people outside of a gym, they always think something. They always think fighting is so prideful that everybody thinks they can fight. But the truth is, I have fought so many people walking off the street who are like, I want to spar. And I'm the worst fighter in my gym. And I cannot tell you, my coach was here the other day, every single time, the worst fighter in the gym. You hear me? I'm the worst fighter of all the pros in the gym. And every time someone would come off the street, he would look at me and be like, Mike, can you spar this guy? Yes. And I would fuck that dude up. Because, like I said, there's a pure difference in footwork. Yeah. It's all footwork. So, like, that's why anybody who's like, hey, you'd fight me in the gym? Yes.
No, I didn't.
Because it would be funny.
If I trained
now,
and then
here's the truth. If you train for a good amount of time, there's a point in time where I wouldn't want to. You're fucking big.
So this year at SummerSlam.
Yeah. So don't get me wrong. You start to get those once you pick up the base skill and you got a good base for defending yourself. You're too big to fight me. Yeah. That's just the truth. Yeah. But like I said, for a while I'd mutilate you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, keep sucking on that big stick, my guy.
Hey, I did. Hey, real quick before we leave, I just want to thank you for coming on the show.
Hey, I love you.
We got a little bit more serious than Bar Talk usually is. We talk about some serious shit.
It's needed though.
It was needed.
It's
needed, and sometimes those conversations are needed in the bar. People forget that the bartender back here is like a therapist. A lot of times they're here to listen to your problems and get it out, and that's why I said we don't talk about this enough. Sometimes. That's what the drinking really does. It's supposed to be there, like you said, to help somebody who's going through problems and stuff. And that's sometimes not the best source. Yeah. So it's something that we had to talk about. But before we leave, we always cheers out, and we usually let the guests cheers out. So you got a cheers for us?
Cheers.
Yeah.
But you know,
I got an easy one for you if you want me to do it.
No.
Sure, go ahead.
No. Even if it's not a cheers, give me, because I want to stay on topic here. Even if it's a inspirational thing that you want to say.
Well, actually, you know what? I got one.
Yeah.
So here, I'll look it up right now because I have it up saved on my phone.
I can't hold this up any longer.
Oh my God! Here we go. All right.
Yes, you made me.
So this one's from Dr. Harry Emerson Fosdick reviewed this extraordinary book in 1939 and wrote, "Gothic cathedral windows are not the sole things which can be truly seen only from within. Alcoholism is another. All outside views are clouded and unsure. Only one who has been an alcoholic and has escaped the thraldom can interpret the experience."
Hey, just to your journey on sober living and just sober living, brother.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks for coming on the show. All right, guys, that is our time. Thank you, guys. Tune in next week. We'll be back to our regular time Monday. If you want to come check out the live, don't forget to check us out on all our social media platforms. Check us out on all the podcasting platforms. And to another fucking good week. Bar Talk. Mike, thanks as always, even though you like big dick in your mouth.
Appreciate you and hate you at the same time.
Bye, brother.
Bye.